Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Yep, the Joker was scared to do what SGA did, and that was beat the Celtics without any Hall of Fame teammate, no All-NBA teammate, no All-NBA defensive teammate. Wow. So what happened to the Joker? They say he was sick last night, but we think he ducked out, right? Because if he would have lost, it would have made it look bad that SGA is out here winning. With all that help that others claim he needs. All that help he claims he needs. Even though basically the same guys on his team went to the finals, right? So it's not easy being consistent, man. It's just not. And, I think that's why he basically is putting stats over winning this year, right? And it's not really working in the sense that he's not getting the fame for doing it. So you're putting up all these stats, but then again, nobody gives a damn, right? Nobody really cares. So what's the sense of even doing it if nobody cares? I don't get it. And when I say nobody cares, I'm talking about the media. Because LeBron James was putting up these kind of stats, it would be no way Michael Jordan would be in the same league as him if LeBron was putting up these stats. Now, let's see if he plays tonight. I don't know. They say he was sick or something. That's why he couldn't play yesterday. I don't know. But it wasn't really a good look. He could have just went on ahead and played and took tonight. I think they played the Clippers. To me, I think, SGA barring something crazy, if it stays consistent like this, he's the MVP. He's the MVP. It's a cop-out what a lot of these guys are doing, only playing one side of the ball. SGA's playing both sides of the ball. I don't want to hear about on a center, right? On a center, I don't want to hear nothing about some damn help defense. I don't want to hear nothing about it, folks. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I want a center to average at least, an all-time great center to average at least 2 blocks a game in this weak, soft era. Because when it comes down to it, if you can't put the stats up there, if you can't put the defense up there when things break down and you can't play no defense, so you're basically just playing on a team that's outscoring another team. So if you can't outscore your opponent, you're going to lose every time, right? Is that what we're talking about? If you're not playing no defense. So, look, I'm not trying to beat up on Joker. A lot of you guys are going to say, man, he beating up on Joker, but I can guarantee you this. I don't know where they're playing tonight. I don't know I really didn't look at it. They're playing in Cleveland or they're playing in Oklahoma. Either way, if OKC wins tonight, it's going to look real bad for Joker on his MVP case. It's going to look real bad. So we'll see what happens. Most people don't have Joker. If people didn't have Joker as a solid, number one, they had him at number one for a hot minute now. But at solid, with him putting up all these stats, look, this thing, if LeBron James put up the same stats as Joker any time of his career, they'd be like, man, ain't nobody coming close to this, man. Yeah, 100% LeBron James. But no, Joker's he's been number one this season in the running, but he hasn't been, a runaway steal for it. Right? Especially, people ain't dumb. We can see all the stat padding. We don't see this with SGA. It's not stat padded. Even when, what's his name? He done fell off too. Anthony Davis. I don't know where he is now in the MVP running. Maybe third, maybe fourth. I don't know. This guy done fell off. And we can't blame it all on LeBron James because this guy comes, some games like the game yesterday we were watching, and they were playing the Mavs. And Anthony Davis looks so lackadaisical, right? Didn't like he wanted to impose his will on the Mavs in the paint or nothing like that. Like, really? Who's going to stop you? All you got to do is get lively in foul trouble. He might be a little bit taller than you, but the fact is, he's not stronger than you. Obviously, you just go up with him and double clutch, and you're going to get the call every time because you're on the Lakers, right? If you play for the Lakers, anything going to the basket is a foul. So Anthony Davis, he just looks so lackadaisical in some games. Some games he looks dominant, and in some games he just rolls out of bed and say, "Oh man, I gotta play tonight, man. This stuff hurts. It's gonna hurt my bones, man, just to play basketball today. This stuff hurts. I don't want to keep taking these pills and these shots and all this stuff." And man, I wish I was back in the 90s and 80s where, you know, men would lift weights and get stronger in the off season. So when the regular season came, they were durable. They were durable for the season, and they don't have all these aches and pains, and they bodied up and played basketball like men. P.S. Anthony Davis. I bet he wishes he could do these things like go in the weight room and make his body strong, but that ain't what these guys do. So he would be looked at as doing something wrong if he actually did that, right? I just don't know what these guys. I don't want to even get into that. But Anthony Davis he just comes to work sometimes like he don't want to be there. He's like, "Oh man, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to play tonight." Right? And it might look like sometimes, okay, man, he's starting out good. Got me 15 points in the first half. Next thing you know, this guy ain't nowhere to be found. Dude just disappeared. Where's Waldo? That's what it's like with this guy. Where's Waldo? And sometimes you can't blame him. It's like you don't know what kind of brand of basketball you're playing with LeBron James. He tries to be this fake Magic Johnson. And if you watch a game that he plays in, LeBron James, it's very childish how the play-by-play guys act. He just makes a pass that me can make. It's just a normal pass to his teammate. And his teammate does what? Well, he shoots the ball. Oh, man! They'd be going crazy. We cannot believe it, folks. Not in year 22, 40 years old. An old man like this. Who would have ever thought this? This is beyond belief, folks. How could this be? What? What are these guys talking about? He didn't do no Magic Johnson stuff. He didn't do nothing on the break. He just passed it to the guy that was sitting on the arc. And the guy shot it. And these are the guys I'm telling you, they need to retire. These guys that played in the 80s, 90s, these guys that called games in the 80s and 90s, they just need to retire and move on. And like, you don't have any money? I mean, what's going on? I don't mind them doing anything, but why sit there and lie? I don't get it. Why sit there and lie, folks? So, Joker, you're fired. Just kidding. But it's looking real bad on him. If SGA wins this game tonight and he performs really good, that's going to look really bad. Really, 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 really bad. So we'll see. I can't wait to see this game tonight. It should be really good. I don't see why not, but I don't. We'll see. I didn't think they would be able to beat the Celtics because the Celtics have a lot of shooters that can hit shots. So I was about to say I don't believe that they could beat the Cavs, but I was wrong. They think about OKC. They light it up from anywhere. They could just throw the ball up from anywhere. It don't matter. They don't have to shoot all these threes. Well, they do though. They do bomb away from three. That's one thing about it. But when worse come to worse, or when you least expect it, they're hitting these mid-range shots. I think that's a product of SGA. That he don't take a lot of threes, and he can take a lot of mid-range. So, I think they're confident about that. So, we'll see. I'll probably do something maybe in the morning or when the game is over. I don't know about this game. But Joker, he done dropped out that MVP so far for me. Stats ain't gonna do it. We're used to Joker getting these stats. They're easy to get, so the stats aren't gonna. You don't have no competition at his position. There's no defense. The only thing that matters for him is what? Well, basically, he's got to come in. To me, he's got to come in first. He's got to come in first because this will be the second season that SGA done led this team to first place. With who? I don't see all this help that people talking about. He ain't have all this help. He ain't had no more help than Joker. And actually, I think he got less help than Joker. So you're telling me that this guy is going to go back to back, winning the West? That's not MVP. That's the only way for me Joker is going to get the MVP. He got to win that West. I'm way past stats. That's great. Like I told you before, Michael Jordan put up 32, 8 and 8. 32, 8 and 8 and 0.8 blocks and like 2.9 steals. In 88, 89. That was coming off the 87, 88 season, the greatest season of all time. And what the league say? Oh man, that's just stats. And they said Magic Johnson, he led his team to a better record. He was the most valuable to his team, which is still crazy to me. How he had all that help. How you most valuable to Worthy? What's his name? Worthy, Kareem. I'm scratching my head. And the rest of these dudes is decent. Who was on that team? AC Green, Byron Scott. A lot of these cats. Now, 1990, yeah, I could understand. I could understand because he was, I think Kareem was gone. If I'm not mistaken, was he gone? So he won that MVP in 1990, and it was deserved. Even though LeBron fans said Magic was washed up, how you win a MVP over Jordan in 90? You go back to the finals in 91, and you was washed up. Wow, you was sick. Man, if that's the case, woo! You way better than a lot of dudes in this era. Don't ever call LeBron James a Magic Johnson like. Get the hell out of here. You guys don't know nothing about the NBA. A damn thing. Magic Johnson like. Get out of here. So you guys tell me what you think. Yeah, Joker was scared to do something, SGA did, and the guy ducked out. Because if he would have lost, it would have looked really bad to ESPN, Fox, if he would have lost. And guess what? SGA won. So he ducked out. So they can't say if he would have won or lost. But us people in the YouTube community, we know what time it is, man. This dude ducked out. He ducked out. SGA, I don't know what they're going to do with this guy. They need to get him on some commercials. And do something with the guy. And promote the guy. He's too good not to. I don't know what commercial that. Ain't on that commercial. Is it Reebok? I think he does have a deal with Reebok. The only time I seen him on TV was that time. It's a whole bunch of these fools on there on the commercial. I think Kawhi is on there. Is Kawhi Reebok or Asics? I don't know. But it was a whole bunch of WNBA players on there. I mean, and a whole bunch of some no-name NBA players. I mean, this guy's going to be like a superstar. He needs to be promoted like a superstar and have his own shoe, his own commercials, and not with WNBA players. That's ridiculous, folks. That's ridiculous. So I don't know how they're going to promote this guy. We'll see what happens there. They're going to have to, put some man up in his veins, because he, the guy is a little bit sugarfoot for me. I done seen it, folks. I'm not trying to be funny, but the dude got some sugar in his tank. How much? I don't know, but he a little sugarfoot. I done seen it with a lot of these guys, and a lot of these guys can't hide it, man. It's just, they so excited, they just can't hide it. You can't hide it. LeBron James, a sugarfoot, right? He just can't hide it a lot of times, right? He's like one of those, he's like one of those homo thugs that like rap music, right? That's what they call them, homo thugs that make rap music. They want to be tough, but they're sugarfoots, right? So you try to do something to them, they're gonna run. Sugarfoot. So we'll see what happens with SGA, man. They just need to get his promotion right. So tell me what you think.